Section 3.4 here is talking about classifications of rigid motions. We're talking about compositions of rigid motions. So, quick review here real quick. We talked about 4 transformations. What was the first one? Reflections. Okay, you can write these notes on the front. This is all we're taking on the front page of your notes. Okay. Reflections. What's a word that reminds you of reflections? I heard mirror. Flip. Yep, those are the 2 main ones that we think of. How do we perform reflections? What are we counting? Distance. Yep. What was the second transformation? Translation. What word helps you think of translation? Move. Anything else? I heard slide. Okay. The book uses glide. Everyone write glide down. Okay, we're going to talk about glide today. Okay. Instead of slide, they use glide. Okay. How do we perform the translations? Yep, it's just like counting whatever or however far left and right and however far up and down. Yep. What was the third one? Rotation. What word reminds you of rotation? Other than the obvious rotate. Turn, spin, yep. How do we perform rotations?
Clockwise, counterclockwise, degrees.
Yep, right. We use those rules up there that I have up there still. Okay. And then the fourth one that we talked about yesterday. Dilations. What word reminds you of dilations? Or what do you think of? Right, getting bigger, getting smaller. We called that enlarge and reduce yesterday. Well, anything else with dilations? I think of size, because the size changes. Okay. The reason I had you write all those down is because I want to compare. Okay. Which one is kind of the oddball out? Dilations, why? I heard a bunch of different things. Someone say something louder. Right. Dilations changes the size. Okay. What was the 2 words that defined preserving shape and size? Rigid motion. So this 1 through 3 right here, these 3 are considered rigid motions. Okay. So those 3 can kind of be grouped together. So today, when we're talking about compositions of rigid motions, can dilations be a part of that? If we're talking about compositions of rigid motions, can dilations be a part of that? No, because it's not a rigid motion. Okay, so we are not talking about dilations today. Okay, we are going to be talking about combining reflections, translations, and rotations. Talking about putting those together. Okay, remember when we did translations way back when? I'm just going to put random numbers in here. And we had something that looks like this. What did we do in this case? So here it gave me 2 different types of translations. What does this little symbol mean? And, right? Means and. So we took 2 translations and we turned it into 1. Okay, that's kind of what's happening today. We're going to take 2 different things that are happening and we're going to turn it into 1 transformation. Okay? Look at the images on the top of your notes. Here, these 2 right here, these are called glide reflections. Go ahead and write that down. These are called glide reflections. What transformation does glide mean? Did I tell you? Glide is the translation. So it's translations and reflections at the same time. Okay, so if I'm looking at this one, translate, then reflect. Okay, this is my original. This is my ending image. Okay, so first they're telling us it's translating. We know it's translating because all it's doing is moving or gliding along the picture. Okay, and then it is reflecting over that line. Okay, I want to talk something real quick. How do we know the difference between what a rotation looks like and what a reflection looks like? Because some people might think this is a rotation instead of a reflection. Okay. Same argument over here. Okay, this is also a glide reflection. It just does them backwards. Okay, so it starts with my original here and my new image here. So a reflection is first, and then it translates. Okay, so we're not adding any more new translations or new transformations. We're just putting the ones that we already know together. Okay, on these ones, okay, they will throw rotations in there. Okay, so remember, we always rotate about the origin, the middle. Okay, so first we are rotating, and then we are reflecting. Okay, again, you're never going to have to deal with more than 2 transformations. It's only going to be 2. Okay, this one, we reflected, and then we rotated. So today, a lot of what's going on is we're just going to be looking at pictures and deciding what happened to the pictures. Okay, and instead of 1 transformation, it's going to be 2. Okay, go ahead and flip your notes now. Before we look at number 1, I want to look at this example right here, talking about notations. Okay, my original image, we all know, is this one. Okay, and then by these prime symbols, we know that that is my image. What is this? What? Prime of prime, right? So we can call this the second image. So we have pre-image, image, second image. Okay, but I'm going to notate it as the Roman numerals so we keep consistency with that. Okay? So if I am comparing from 1 to 2, or my pre-image to image, we're going to go through all of them. Okay? Am I reflecting? Yes or no? Say it louder. Yes. Okay, if you weren't sure, let's go through them. Am I translating?
No.
Why do you say no?
Because the points are in different spots.
The points are in different spots. Okay? Am I rotating? Am I turning it anyway? Nope. So the option is reflecting. Okay, so the first thing that's happening is we are reflecting. Okay, and then from here to here, let's go through all the options. Am I reflecting? No. Am I translating? No. What's the only other option? Rotating. Do you agree that it's rotating? Yes, because it's turning. So we are reflecting and rotating. Kind of, sort of. All right, let's look at number 1. I don't know why, but they didn't give you the full picture. Okay, so let's talk about it up here. This is my original. This is my original image, second image. Okay. Going from here to here, am I just translating? No. Am I reflecting? Am I reflecting?
No.
Nope. Am I rotating?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what's happening here is we are rotating. And then from here to here, let's go through them. Am I reflecting? Reflecting?
No.
Let's go to our next one. Am I translating?
No.
Nope. Am I rotating? Either direction. So which one is it? It is reflecting. Yep, we are reflecting. Remember, we can reflect across diagonal lines here if we imagine that. Okay, we are reflecting here. So we ended up rotating and reflecting. Okay. On this one, which one's my original?
The left.
Top left?
Yeah, top left.
Okay. And then this is my image, right? Why did they put this one in there? Just to show you what it did first. Okay? So from here, how did it get from here to here? We're going to go through all of them. Reflection, yes or no? Does everyone agree yes? Okay, so first one was a reflection. Specifically across what? X equals -1. Yep, reflection across x equals -1. So now I'm here. How did I go from here to here? Did I reflect?
No.
Nope. Did I translate?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so then it's a translation. If I asked you to describe the translation, what would you tell me?
Down 5.
Down 5, right? Yep, translation IXL says 5 units down. Or down 5 units. That's how they word it. Okay. We did a reflection and a translation. What did we call that earlier? Glide reflection. Yep. So in the end, this was a glide reflection. Good. All right. Go ahead and flip your notes all the way to the back. All right. What I want you to do is talk with someone sitting next to you. I want you to describe the transformations happening for 4, 5, and 6. Do not do number 7. 4, 5, and 6. I want you to describe what's happening. Number 4 is going from WXY to NLM. Okay? We're just going to go through all the options. Is it a translation? Is it just moving? Nope. Is it a reflection? Reflection means it's just flipping. What is it flipping over? Y equals 1. Good. So number 4 is a reflection. Number 5, we are going from DFE to WXY. We're going to go through the options. Is that a translation?
Yes.
Why yes?
Because it's the same, like, way.
Right. All it's doing is moving across the graph. Okay, it's the same orientation. It's the same focus as what it was at the beginning. Okay, so number 5 is a translation. Last one here. What is number 6? We're going from WXY to ABC. What do you think? Rotation how? Okay, if I did 180 degrees, okay, I'm going to take this Y right here. If I did 180 degrees, it would end up somewhere over here. Is that true? Let's do this. Y, the coordinates for this are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 6, 2. What would the coordinates be for positive? Or for 180? 6, negative 2. So I would go here, negative 2. Is that where it ended up? No. So it cannot be a rotation. It's 2, right? So we are, if I reflected here, like think of that diagonal line. If I reflected, okay, my W is here, but my X is still up here somewhere. So we need to do something else.
Reflection and translation.
So if it was a translation, it would move the whole thing. Rotation. Yep. It is a rotation with a reflection. Okay? You don't have to write the rule or anything. Okay? I just wanted you to see what it is. Okay? Questions about those? I know that last one was kind of tricky. Okay?